O-Level Chemistry, Paper Code 5070, Paper 1, Variant 2, May June 17, and today we are going to solve question number 21 to question number 40. Question number 21. Which gas dissolve in water to give a solution with a pH greater than 7? pH greater than 7 means the solution is alkaline. Now we check the options. Option A, ammonia, B, carbon dioxide, C, nitrogen dioxide, D, sulfur dioxide. Carbon dioxide, nitrogen dioxide and sulfur dioxides are acidic oxide, and when dissolved in water they produce acid. So B, C and D are incorrect option. Correct option is option A, ammonia. Ammonia is basic in nature or it is alkaline in nature. So when dissolved in water, the pH value will be more than 7. pH value will be greater than 7. So correct option, option A. Question number 22. Element X form an oxide of formula X2O5. In which group of periodic table is X likely to be found? X2O5 means here oxidation state of X is +5. Now if we check the periodic table, it is first A group. For all the members of first A group, oxidation state is +1, or we can say number of electrons in the last orbital is 1. So here in 1A group, in last orbital there is 1 electron, in 2A group there is 2 electron, in 3rd A group there is 3 electron, in 4th group there is 4 electron, in 5th group there is 5 electron in their last orbital. Now here it is given X5. X5 means here in the last orbital of X, how many electrons? There are 5 electrons, so it belongs to group 5. Group 5 is given here in option C, so correct option, option C. Question number 23. Element M is a typical transition metal. Which property will not have? Option A, a low melting point. It is correct option. All the transition metals have high melting point. Here it is given which property will not have. So this property that a melting point is low is not a property of a transition metal. So this option A is correct option. What is given in the other options? Option B, colored compound. Yes, all the transition metals make colored compound. Option C, good electrical conductivity. Yes, all the metals, all the transition metals are good conductor of electricity. Option D, variable oxidation state. Yes, transition metals have variable oxidation state. So B, C, D, these properties are found in transition metal only. The property that is given in option A is not found in the transition metals. So option A is correct option. Question number 24. An atom of element E form a white oxide of formula EO. What is E? EO. EO means it is an oxide. Oxide means here oxidation state of oxygen is -2. If oxidation state of oxygen is -2, then oxidation state of this E should be +2. Now we check the option. Option A, argon. Argon is a member of zero group of inert gases, and these gases do not react easily with other elements, so option A is incorrect. Option B, calcium. Calcium has oxidation state of +2, so here our possible option is option B, calcium. Okay, we will check other options. Option C, copper. Copper is a transition metal, and for the transition metal they have variable oxidation state, and +2 oxidation state is also possible for copper. So here our possible option is copper. Possible option is calcium and also copper. Option D, potassium. Potassium belongs to 1A group. For 1A group oxidation state is +1. So potassium is not possible. A is not possible. D is not possible. Possible options are B and C. Now here it is given a white oxide. Copper is a transition element and transition metals form the oxide that are colored. So copper is not the correct answer. Correct option, correct answer is calcium. calcium oxide is of white color. So here correct option B. Question number 25 is same as in paper 1 variant 1. This paper I have already uploaded. So for further explanation, please watch that video. I will share the link in the description. Question number 26. The result of experiments involving 4 metals W, X, Y and Z and their ions are shown. What is the order of reactivity of 4 metals most reactive to least reactive? Here we are looking that Y replaces this Z plus ion. So Y is more reactive than Z. Here we are looking when W is reacted with X positive ion, there is no reaction, means here W is less reactive than this X, or in other words we can say X is more reactive than W. Here Z replaces X positive ion, so we can say here Z is more reactive than X. Now we check the option. Here in the first equation we found that Y is more reactive than Z. Now if we check the options, in the option we are looking Y is more reactive than Z. It is given here in option A. And also in option C it is given Y is more reactive than Z. So possible options are A and C. In B it is given Y is less reactive than Z. So B is not possible. Same thing here in D, that Y is less reactive than Z. So D is not possible. So possible options are A and C. Now from the first equation we have checked that Y is more reactive than Z. Now from the second equation, what conclusion we get? We get a conclusion that X is more reactive than W. Now here in option C we are looking X is more reactive than W. Whereas in option A we are looking X is less reactive than W. So option A is not possible. Correct option is option C. Okay, we also verify with the third equation Z is more reactive than X. If we check the option C, it is shown here Z is more reactive than X. So here correct option is option C. Question number 27. Metals have a structure of positive ions in a sea of electrons. Metals are malleable because it is possible to force the ions to slide over each other. The alloy brass is, here we have a gap, this gap we have to fill, malleable than pure copper and pure zinc. This brass is an alloy of copper and zinc. Now it is asked whether this brass is more malleable or less malleable. Here brass is a mixture of two different metals, it is copper and zinc. So definitely the size of the atom of this copper and zinc will be different. Since here size of copper atom and zinc atom are different, so it will be difficult for us to slide the layers in brass. Since here it is difficult to slide the layers in brass, so we can say the alloy brass is less malleable. Now what about the second gap? Brass is number 2 to conduct electricity. Brass is able to conduct electricity. Brass is a mixture of metal, and property of a metal is it is good conductor of electricity. So brass is also a good conductor of electricity. So here in 1 it is less malleable, in 2 it is able. So here correct option option B. In option B it is given for 1 it is less malleable, and in 2 it is given able. Yes, it is able to conduct electricity. So correct option option B. Question number 28 is same as in paper 1 variant 1. Question number 29. Aluminum is used in the manufacture of aeroplanes. What is a property of aluminum and is also a reason for this use? Option A, it has a low density. Yes, it is the correct option. It has a low density. That's why we use aluminum to make aeroplane, so that aeroplanes will be light in weight and less fuel will be required to run the aeroplane. So here correct option is option A. Question number 30. How can the reaction between nitrogen and hydrogen be described? Option A, a displacement reaction. Option B, a neutralization reaction. Option C, precipitation reaction. Option D, reversible reaction. It is option D, reversible reaction. When we react nitrogen and hydrogen, we get ammonia, but this ammonia can be splitted again in nitrogen and hydrogen. So here, when we react nitrogen and hydrogen to get ammonia, it is a reversible reaction. So correct option, option D. Question number 31. Bottled fruit juice may have a small amount of sulfur dioxide added. What is the purpose of this? We add sulfur dioxide as a preservative. Now we check the option. Option A, to adjust the acidity of the fruit juice. No. Option B, to kill any bacteria present. Yes, it is the correct option. We use sulfur dioxide for preservative. Since it is used for preservative, so it can be used to kill any bacteria and keep the juice fresh for a long time. So here correct option, option B. What is given in the other options? Option C, to improve the flavor of the fruit juice. No. For the flavor purpose, we use ester. Option D, to neutralize any alkalis present. No, it is not the purpose. To use sulfur dioxide. So here correct option is option B, to kill any bacteria present. Question number 32. Dissolved substances in water can cause eutrophication. How many of the ions shown cause this effect? Eutrophication means presence of algae. What are algae? Algae are type of plants. For plants, what we need? We need fertilizer. In fertilizer, what elements are present? In fertilizer, we have nitrogen and phosphorus. Now here, out of 4 ions we are looking, here we have nitrogen and phosphorus. So in 2 ions we have nitrogen and phosphorus. So here our correct option is option B. Question number 33. Which list contains only gases that are always present in unpolluted air? Option A, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, argon, carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide. Carbon monoxide and nitrogen dioxide are polluted gases. So option A is incorrect. Option B, oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, argon, neon. Yes, it is correct option, but we will check other options. In option C, it is given oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, ozone. This nitrogen dioxide is a polluted gas. So this option is incorrect. In option D, here we have sulfur dioxide. Sulfur dioxide is a polluted gas. So this one is also incorrect. Correct option, option B. Question number 34 is same as in paper 1 variant 1. Question number 36. The structure of compound X is shown. Here we have OH group, so it is an alcohol, and here we have total number of carbon atom 1, 2, 3, 4, so it is a butanol. Which statement is not correct? Option A, X is an alcohol because it contains an OH group. Yes, it is correct. Option B, X is an isomer of propanol. No, it is incorrect. Propanol means 3 carbon atom, and here we have 4 carbon atoms, so this option, option B, is incorrect. What is given in other options C and D? In C, it is given X would burn in air to form carbon dioxide and water. Yes, it is correct. When we burn alcohol, we get carbon dioxide and water. In option D, it is given X would have higher boiling point than ethanol. Yes, it is butanol. It has more molecular mass as compared to ethanol. So boiling point of this butanol will be more as compared to ethanol. So option D is also correct. The only incorrect option is option B, where it is given X is an isomer of propanol. So here our correct choice is option B, because it is given which statement is not correct. So the statement given in the option B is not correct. So correct option, option B. Question number 37. After which conversion Thus the product contains more carbon atom than the reactant. Option A, ethanol to ethanoic acid. No, in ethanol and in ethanoic acid, in both the compound there will be two carbon atom. It will be same carbon atom, so this one incorrect. Option B, ethanol to ethyl ethanoate. Yes, it is correct option. When we react ethanol with ethanoic acid, we get ethyl ethanoate. Now in ethyl ethanoate, how many carbon atom? There will be 4 carbon atom, 2 carbon atom from ethanol and 2 carbon atom from ethanoic acid. So here in ethyl ethanoate, there will be more carbon atom as compared to ethanol. So this option is correct. What is given in option C? Ethene to ethane. In ethene we have 2 carbon, in ethane we have 2 carbon, so this one incorrect. Option D, ethene to ethanol. Both in ethene and ethanol we have 2 carbon atoms, so option D is also incorrect. Correct option is option B. Question number 38. Molecules 1 to 4 are unbranched hydrocarbons. These 4 compounds are unbranched hydrocarbons. Which row correctly identifies these hydrocarbons as alkanes and alkenes? Alkanes have general formula CnH2n plus 2, whereas general formula for alkenes is CnH2n. Now if we check number 1, here it is C10H22. C10H22 means it is CnH2n plus 2. So number 1 is an alkane. Number 2, it is C10H20. So it is CnH2n, so it is alkene. Now number 3, it is alkane, and number 4, it is alkene. So here we have 2 alkane and 2 alkene. Here number 1 and number 3 are alkane. Now we check the option. Here in alkanes, in option B, it is given 1 and 3. And for alkenes, in the same option, in option B, it is given 2 and 4. 2 and 4, these are alkenes. Yes, it is correct. 1 and 3, these are alkanes. So here correct option, option B. Question number 39 and question number 40 are same as in paper 1 variant 1. Okay, now we have completed this paper 1 variant 2, May June 17. Thank you very much.